Hey guys, Gauntlet mode has quickly become one of the most played experiences inside Battlefield RedSec. It feels very close to Battlefield 6's multiplayer, and since it's completely free, it has brought in a huge number of players. In my previous video, I covered the best strategies and key tips you need to win more Gauntlet matches. But today, we're doing a full mission breakdown. I'll explain every single mission, how it works, what players usually do wrong, and exactly how you can win even if you're playing solo with random teammates. Let's get started. How Gauntlet missions work. At launch, Gauntlet has 8 missions, and each match gives you 4 random ones. If you have a squad, things get easier, but this guide is focused on solo queue players, because I know how inconsistent random teammates can be. Circuit. This is the mission you'll probably see the most often. Your job is to capture a series of terminals spread around the map. A common mistake players make is thinking that capturing terminals alone will win the round, but that's not true. You need to hold terminals and eliminate enemy players. Solo strategy: don't rush blindly. Every death gives the enemy team a point. Capture 1 to 2 terminals, then hold an off angle and wait for enemies to come reclaim it. Free kills plus free terminal control equals easy points. Sometimes, when the timer drops below 1 minute, a double points phase activates. During those 60 seconds, you can play more aggressively and capture terminals to earn extra points. In the early rounds, this is manageable, but during the final round, Circuit can become very challenging on your own. Decryption. Here, you have to pick up beacons and keep them in your possession until the signal completes. The biggest mistake players make? Engaging in fights while holding the beacon. If you die, you lose the objective and hand the enemy free progress. Solo strategy: grab a beacon fast and relocate to a quiet area. Keep moving slowly. Running slows the upload. Let your random teammate spawn on you so he can cover you. You can also steal beacons from lonely enemies and flip big points for your team. Killing just one solo enemy in the corner of the map can give your team a huge score boost. Extraction. As the name suggests, your job here is to collect data drives and bring them to the designated extraction zones. You don't need to get into unnecessary gunfights here. If you move smartly, you can gather lots of drives by yourself and score big for your team. There's no limit to how many drives you can carry, but be careful. If you're holding too many, you'll be marked on the map. But if you manage to extract them, you'll earn a huge amount of points. Contract. This is one of the simplest yet trickiest missions. Your main goal? Don't let your entire team get wiped. That's it. Stay alive. Sometimes, the best move is to pull back from heavy fights and simply pick off enemies from a distance. If you're lucky, 2 other teams might wipe each other, allowing you to advance to the next round for free. Vendetta. Honestly, this is one of my favorite missions, and for good reason. I have a method that almost guarantees a win, even when playing solo. You have 2 options: stick with your team, protect your targeted teammate, or hunt down enemy targets. Or use my trick. Whenever you manage to eliminate a target, you become the new target. At this moment, immediately jump into the nearest vehicle and start driving around the edges of the map. This confuses enemy teams, forces them to give up the chase, and allows you to rack up a huge number of points safely. In one of my matches, my team was in last place, but using this trick, I managed to bring us up into the top 2. Wreckage. Possibly the most challenging mission, especially when you're solo with random teammates. You need to be fast. Go straight for the bombs lying on the ground. If you don't grab them, the enemy will. Once a bomb is in your hands, you'll be marked and have only a limited time to plant it. After planting, you must defend it until the timer completes. Just like Vendetta, pure killing won't help much here. Instead, go after bombs that no one is watching and plant them in places where you can maintain good vision to stop enemies from defusing it. After securing enough points, you can switch to hunting enemy players. But stay alert. Getting killed at the wrong time can cost you the round. Deadlock. In this mission, several objectives appear across the map, and your job is to secure them. Doing so will earn your team points. The best way to start is to head straight to the closest objective and secure it together with your teammates. If you stay aware of your surroundings and hold good map control, earning points here isn't too difficult. The smartest thing you can do is avoid rushing objectives that are already being secured by enemy teams, especially if you're playing solo. Doing that usually wastes time and only ends up giving them more points. Instead, focus on the objectives that you believe enemies are less likely to contest. As always, getting kills also grants your team additional points. Heist. I've only seen this mission a few times, and usually as the final round when only 2 teams remain. In my opinion, this is one of the toughest missions in the entire mode, especially if you're playing solo with random teammates. Squads with proper coordination have a much higher chance of winning here. Here's how it works. There are 2 caches on the map, one belonging to your team and the other to your opponent's. Your goal is to prevent the enemy team from reaching your cache, while also trying to break into theirs and bring it back to your drop-off point. It's not easy. The enemy will heavily defend their cache, making it difficult to break through. The score cap is 50 points, and whichever team reaches that number first wins the match. Playing alone doesn't help much here. Try to stay as close to your team as possible. Running support is very helpful, especially for quickly reviving down to teammates. You can also hold a defensive position near your own cache, so that if the enemy team gets close, you can pick them off and secure points for your side. Final tips. Surviving is often more important than killing. Don't take unnecessary fights if you're carrying an objective. Always reposition after scoring points. Vehicles are underrated. Use them for rotations and escapes. And above all, play smart, not aggressive. If this guide helped, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more RedSec content. See you in the next video.